Hi there, Serial Trader here. I just want to do a relatively quick update on just SPX, as nothing, large has happened since the last video. I mean, there have certainly been some big intraday moves this last week, but ever since that Monday reversal, we've just basically been in this chopping kind of sideways mode. So let's just dive into this, and maybe I'll do a more intensive update video once something more significant happens here. But for now, let's just go through it. Okay, so the typical rundown I would look at is, okay, looks like we are in a fourth wave to the upside of this larger 5-wave decline from our top, which suggests we need one more wave down in wave 5 of C of potentially that larger 4. Again, this is in the larger, more bullish scenario, which there's no reason not to think of it that way just yet. But if I want to go here and just do a few things, okay, well, when can we no longer consider this just a wave 4 correction leading to another leg down here? Well, okay, so there's the rule violation we would have to do, which is pretty far away, which would be 4-1 overlap. So this bounce we're currently in cannot go above this level, which is the wave 1 extreme at 45.8224. So that's really far away currently. Well, kind of far away, I guess. I guess when we're moving the way we are, maybe it's not so far away. That's well over 100 points away on SPX. Currently at 44.31, that would be 45.82, getting close to 4,600. So that is the actual invalidation level where this can no longer be considered a wave 4 bounce, and we likely have the bottom in place. No need to think of it that way just yet. Now, I've done a fib retracement of this entire proposed wave 3, and we're currently just above the 38.2% retrace. The next level up here of significance would be the 50% retrace, which would be very typical, really, of a fourth wave retracement. We can even do the 618 retracement since wave 3 was so aggressive. We could still do a 618 retracement without even doing 4-1 overlap, which is fairly unusual, but given how strong this wave 3 or this proposed wave 3 down was, that's the situation we find ourselves in. So let me just delete that. Now what happens if we just relentlessly go up here and it just doesn't seem like we're going to roll over for that wave 5? What can we do to accommodate that scenario? Well, I remember in the prior video I mentioned that 2018, I think December 2018 bottom, how I was expecting that fourth wave up for one more leg down, and it kind of looked like it was a fourth wave up, and then it just kept going, and eventually you had to abandon that idea. Well, okay, is there any way I can shape this price action off our low so far as being the beginning of a new impulse wave up? Well, it's not pretty, but I can do it. So we could propose that we have a leading diagonal here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's where wave 1 is the longest. Wave 3 is shorter than wave 1. Wave 5 is shorter than wave 3. Wave 4 does overlap with wave 1, and you would have this kind of rising wedge characteristic to it. These contracting trend lines within this proposed leading diagonal scenario. Okay, so I can definitely make the case that we have a valid leading diagonal off the bottom. Now that would require a 3-wave decline. So if this was a leading diagonal 5 up for a wave 1, we'd need an ABC down for a wave 2. Well, I can certainly come up with that. So A, B, C down. And you can see the 5, 3, 5 ABC. And then we'd be starting a powerful third wave up. So let me just get one more degree up here of wave labeling. So it'll be the 1, 2, and then we need a 3, 4, 5. These are just placeholders, so don't think of them as actual targets for these proposed waves. But so yeah, 5 up for 1, ABC down for the 2, and perhaps we just started the 3, so we'd be looking for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3. Now if we get this, we're gonna have to start thinking that we already have the bottom in place and we should be a lot more bullish than we currently are. There's nothing wrong with this interpretation. In fact, given how many people expect lower levels, it would almost be fitting to disappoint them The market likes to do that a lot, if you've noticed. So I do want to propose that, yes, there is a viable way to accommodate this price action as the beginning of a new impulsive uptrend. I'm certainly not discounting that. By the way, I'm currently still long some futures. Did not add to them since the last video. And that little call, that little put spread I had in case we went down to make new lows last week. Of course, we didn't, so that little put spread didn't work, but it was a small position, so that's fine. So right now, I'm currently in the camp of I'll hold what I have. I will add more if we do get this next leg down. And if we start going up more aggressively, I'll also add. So that's where I'm at. Just kind of hold tight, wait and see with the existing longs here. And look to add on further weakness or further strength at this point. That's kind of how I'm thinking with that. Now, let me, hang on there. Let me delete this more bullish scenario. And let me also give you a very viable bearish scenario. So this doesn't look like a classical impulsive move off the bottom just yet, even though I proposed the scenario where it certainly could. So what this looks like to me is a potential, well, we could certainly frame this as a potential triangle. A series of three-wave moves not yet complete. Let me just get rid of the line there. So this is some sort of three-wave structure up, and I would say maybe a double zigzag wave A. So A, B, C up for W. This is the X. And then A, B, C up for the wave Y. Right? So maybe a double zigzag wave A for the triangle. Then A, B, C down for B. A, B, C up for C. And then, of course, we haven't seen the A, B, C down for the D or the A, B, C up for the E. So really, there is no edge here, directionally speaking. This could be the beginning of a new impulsive trend. I can make a very viable Elliott wave-based case for that. And this could just simply be part of an ongoing fourth wave corrective move that's perhaps even nearing completion. So we just don't know yet. And because of that, I'll wait for further price action to do any real large updates on this. Now, if we do go down, there's certainly some targeting we can already do. Okay, hang on there. Got my phone going off. Okay, so what would we be? What would we be targeting? Just based on some typical projections. Okay, well, if we have the length of wave, if we are going to go down here for a wave 5, if we're not, if the bottom's not in place yet, if we have the length of wave 1, now so far this is as high as wave 4 is gone, so let's just use this as an anchor. If we have the wave 1 versus 5 equality off of the current high of the proposed wave 4, that'll get us to just a marginal new bottom at 42.1685. Okay, hang on, my phone is still going nuts. Okay, back again. Yeah, so wave 5 versus 1 equality would be just basically a marginal new low below the 42.22 low at 42.1685. Now, what else do we got here? Just to give us an idea of if we go down for one more move down, what should we be expecting to the downside? So then we have the length of wave 1 through 3 off of the current proposed level of wave 4. And there would be a 618 relationship to look at for that, for the possible wave 5 down. That will get us to 4,084.90, so just under 4,100. And then we can just do a reverse fib extension, so an extension of this current proposed wave 4 range to the downside. And we'll put up the 1.382. Hang on there. The 1.382 and the 2 levels. So that'll get us to 4134. And the 2 actually gets us down to just under 4,039.9201. So that gives you an idea of just some levels to look at down here. I guess it's kind of a wide range. Also, if I go to the daily chart here, just bear with me. If we are proposing that this is a wave 4 retracement, then there is a possible fib retracement of this wave 3, which the 38.2% retrace would come in at 4167.05. Okay, so that can be another level for us to include in our cluster. So you can see somewhere between let's just call it 4,000 and into the 4,100s. If we are going to go down one more time, seems like a logical area to be looking at. And if we do go down there, I'm certainly going to be adding pretty aggressively to the long positions. But we don't know yet. And we could already be starting, the next wave up here. Just like I'd again compare it to that January of 2008, or sorry, December of 2018 scenario where I was just looking for that one more leg down to complete a more, perfect looking 5-wave sequence. Never got it. And what appeared to be initially a 4th wave bounce just kept going and was, undeniably not that eventually, and was actually the beginning of the next major trend up. So let's just stay open-minded here, and that's good for now. Serial Trader signing off.